Thanks for watching. So today, I'm working, I'll just go over this real quick. So here's what I got previously. I got a model, isolated a universe of stocks, trained a model on that, and then got some portfolio strategies which work. The portfolio strategies were pretty fragile, and so I need something more robust. And with the setup I had, I basically needed to write a new script anytime I want to do a new universe of stocks, train the model differently, or do different portfolio strategies. And so something that's easier to do is instead put it all into a couple of files. I have filters, clean data, and stock universe done. I'm working on finishing the feature and target classes, and then those I could feed into the returns model, um, which will then generate predictions. And here my the model was 51.5% directionally accurate. I want to get something that's 53 or 54% accurate. And so once I have that, I'll make a portfolio model integrated in. And so to get something that's 53 or 54% directionally accurate, I need to try a lot of different features and targets to train the model on. And then once I have something that's 53 or 54%, I'm going to try a bunch of different portfolio strategies. It'll also make it easier to isolate things for the model. Like if I want to do, say, a bear market model and then a bull market model, I'll be able to do that. So let me. Hey, Christos, how are you? I've wait. Finally, what? Finally, I'm doing a stream. I did one earlier today. Um, but yeah, I need to get this done. I'm way behind schedule. The initial schedule I made for this, I was gonna have the model done or all of this done by February 11th. So now I'm 3 days behind, and I'm not close to having it done. So I revised the goals. Now I'm trying to complete it in the next week, and everything else moved back. So um, yeah, that's basically that. I need to get some music going. All right, so here we go. Um, yeah, so the problem here is I only have four feature requests defined. Sum, RSI, z-score, and slope. So what's the output of this real quick? Let's look. Get no. So what did I add? Rank has been added. Z-score has been added. Moving average crossover should be pretty easy. Mollywood? I've been to Redwood. What's going on with this? Oh, this is computing, getting all features. Come on, hurry up. Okay, kurtosis, skew. Alright, this is the output of the first version. Basically everything works except for beta. But beta's getting the stock from somewhere else, so I'm not surprised that doesn't work. I'm not going to worry about that for now. Kurtosis we have, skewness we have. Stochastic, oscillator, already have that. Autocorrelation. Okay, so what else do I need? Need Hurst exponent, forward Sharpe ratio. Feature request. So I'm adding 4 feature requests. Alright, I'm gonna put the debugger in here. The devil's right hand, the devil's right hand. And then let's turn that test on. Recommend me some music to listen to. I think I need to close out of some things. I have too much open. That's why this is going so slow. So yeah, this is kind of what I'm stuck on here, is I'm defining the feature requests. There's 4 feature requests. Okay, so that's, but I want to add that as a different point of view. Okay, trend slope 20 days. So what are the features I defined? Slope, z-score, RSI, and sum. So slope, z-score, RSI. I don't even see sum in there. Sum. Alright, then feature engine, we pass requests. Okay, so let's go back to this. Switch account. Hey, Sir Night Night. Yerp. How's things going in your neck of the woods? Making it stochastic. What does that mean? Stochastic means random. Z-score, the other features. Let me write that down. Looks begin to fade. What's today, the 14th? Anyway, I'm far from having all the features implemented. To make stochastic. Oops. I want to, oops, why does it keep doing that? I want to pass everything. Alright, I'm just gonna. As they slowly laid yellow, it was a rose. Why is this thing going so slow? Chat. I want to pass everything. I want to define pass everything in the requests list so it's flexible for the model. How can I update feature engine 2.py to do this? Okay, so then we're saying sum. What happens when we're doing sum? Sum is a rolling stat. So if I'm doing sum of the log returns, yeah. What's it say? Purple rain. So some log returns target 5-day transform binary. Does that really matter? No, that's fine, I guess. Purple rain, purple rain. Okay, so this we can make way easier. We could say C for C and df.columns if, no, not this. If feature in C dot split, I fell into a golden ring of fire. Df dot keys if f in C dot split. I'm pretty sure if we split, we could. I just have to remind myself how to do that. So Python 3 string is equal to hello 5-day f for feature. String dot split. So I'm pretty sure we could say split on underscore. Yeah. So if f is in C dot split on underscore. All right, so the features we should see are slope, z-score. Oh no, now I'm deleting this. I fell for you like a child. I fell into a burning ring of fire. The ring of fire, the ring of fire. I fell into a burning ring of fire. And the flames went higher, and it burned. Did I take out test feature engine too? I did. Whatever, it's fine. I can build a test for everything later. The ring of fire. My family would travel down to western Kentucky where my parents were born. There's a backward old town that's often remembered so many times that my memories are worn. Daddy, won't you take me back to Muhlenberg County down by the Green River? but you're too late in asking. Alright, so the features we have. We're getting Z-score over the last 20 days. Shifted to the previous day. RSI, sum, log returns. So the targets are binary log returns. And we're also getting, so if transform is regime, but you're too late in asking. Peabody's cold train has hauled it away. With the world's largest shovel. Alright, so what am I passing in here as features? As the progress man. And Daddy, won't you take me back to Muhlenberg County, down by the Green River where paradise lay. So just to check, there's 4 features, right? Shift -1, so these are the features. We should get slope on the log price. So if transform equals rank, group by dot rank pandas dot rank down the Green River. Compute numerical data ranks along an axis. The function assigns a rank of 1 through n, where n is the number of items. So if there's only 500 column things in the data frame, it should be the number of things in the data frame. Group by date and then rank it. Mr. Peabody's cold train has hauled it away. Cold train has hauled it away. So trend slope, 20-day feature rank. Okay, now let's go through and make sure we have all the things that we want. When I die, let my body float down the Green River. Soul float on up to the Rochester Dam. I'll be halfway to heaven with paradise waiting just 5 miles away from wherever I am. And Daddy, won't you take me back to Muhlenberg County? Okay, so we do have binary direction because we can transform. Binary threshold. Transform params. Good. Have binary threshold. Multi-class regime. Don't have that. When I die, let my ashes float down the Green River. Let my soul float on up to the Rochester Dam. I'll be halfway to heaven with paradise rating. Rate of change. Velocity and acceleration. Don't have that. Moving average crossovers don't have. We do have slope now. Let my soul roll on up to the Rochester Dam. What happened? Bum, bum, ba-na-na-na. Alright, don't have range ratio. I do have gap size, I thought. Volume and liquidity. We have volume. How do I get liquidity? Alabama, rejoins-moi, regarde les étoiles, croyons surtout les toits. Difference, I thought volume represented liquidity. Yeah. High volume, high volatility. Well, if it has high volume, I don't understand how it's not liquid. Liquidity is the ability to buy, sell. Is it possible to calculate liquidity from price data, or do I need an outside source? Order book data would be helpful for that, Sir Night. But for now, I'm still trying not to pay. I'm a cheap ass. And really, the logic of this all holds if I get to the end of the free data and can't get a 54% model, then I could just incorporate the other data. La raison. La raison. Alabama. Return divided by price times volume. Config. Feature registry of rec.name. NSB2diva. Config of fn. Okay. So proxies for liquidity. So the only custom stat we have is z-score. So it never uses those functions. Okay, so I only really want the spread one. Abdi Ronaldo. Z scoring the other features, but what does that mean? Does that just mean ranking them or something else? Or combining all of them into a Z score? Oh. Gotta change the damn music again. It's on French music. But I hate the French. I love America. American music. Alright. So I just want to do spread AR, but what I'm stuck on I ain't trying to go to jail. Heard that shit, closest thing to hell. The hell does that mean, temperature? Just turning that up gives more reasoning. On the road, and that's why the fuck they call this shit blow money. I'm the realest in this. Y'all know it. To the day I came through. Yeah, duh. Stay down, yeah, I'm talking 10 toes. Yay, stack 7 feet tall. Z score's already implemented. I've seen it all. 2020 Pyrex Vision. Catch a contact, standing next to my kitchen. Hear the 2050s, hundreds of money machine whipping. I've seen it all. Eh. So if it's a custom stat, function equals config of fn. Is that the case? Oh yeah. But what was fn before? The name. About as cocaine, man. I done seen it all. Yay, stack 7 feet tall. No, not states, stats. Temp is a way of introducing more creativity. The lower the temp. Oh, so that sounds like you want. That's cool. So it doesn't have to. I guess that is kind of. I don't know, or logic, and no, creativity uses logic. Anyway, thanks. How do you like a message? You can't. Power moves only, homie. Yeah, boy. I'm about my business on business. Cause now I run my city on some town hall shit. They praying on my motherfucking downfall, bitch. You gonna get this rain like it's Mayweather. Good music, yay weather. Champagne just tastes better. They told me I never, boy, never say never. Alright, so Calc Z score is there. Now this Calc Alp Di Ronaldo. And not doing, cause not doing is something a nigga not doing. I said fuck trying and not doing, cause not doing is something a nigga not doing. Okay, worker of group for requests. Oh, okay, so then DF FN. Yeah, I know that shit ain't fair. We ain't even got a mayor. Rep Detroit, everybody. I'm one of the hottest because I flame drop. Is that a native thing to Python or? Retrieve the value of a named attribute. Object, name. So the name should be a string, except for rec and other requests. Okay, so that's gonna break it. Update worker function. Church pews and funeral faces. Who the fuck y'all thought it's supposed to be? Oh, so that, never mind, that will work. my big homie corrupt. West. Alright, so inside the worker loop, for rec and other requests, if other requests, so when's that defined? And I'm gonna get it even if y'all in the way. Run for Pete's sake. Eminem, Andre 3000, the rest of y'all, just new niggas. Don't get involved. Get rid of that. Out the exit window of 5 G5s at 5 grand per granddad and a pilot. Handful of arthritis and popping prosthetic legs. The option of violence. Try, accept. Derivatives. What is this? Yeah, so the try should be there. J Electricity, PBS Mysteries. Alhamdulillah. Okay, so now we could say this I'll just call feature engine original. What the fuck does that mean? Alright. I already had that in my head. Okay, so this makes it really easy. Now we could add any custom feature we want. stupid. Look, I be riding through my old hood, but I'm in a new whip. Same old attitude, but I'm on that new shit. See me never do shit, cause they know that's the reason that you'll end up on a news clip of Audemars on my wrist, bust down. We popping bottles like I scored the winning touchdown. Remember me, damn bro. Remember me up now. Right, let's get rid of this. God, all these bottles I pop, all this paper I've been getting, all these models I pop. Alright, let's see how it works. I'm a boss like my rose. Shawty at me for a check. I told that bitch like no way. Herschel Walker, Bojack. Come on. Fool, you ain't better. You know I be strapping that rat nest, walking around wearing wires. Got the hood on fire. Bitch, I'm a king. Come on. Gotta exit out of more tabs. You a fraud. You cross the line, I get you murdered for a car. Murder. We on the float, yeah. Alright, I'm on my other screen. Exiting out of tabs. Bitch, I'm a boss. What is taking this so long? Scare money, don't make no money. If I ever go broke, I'ma take your money. I never drop a dime. Oh, no, I'm having an error. Alright, let's see. Why the fuck is this taking so long to run? This really shouldn't take very long at all. Hey, AB0E. It's in the description, but just look up Dolt Hub post no preference. And if you get Dolt Hub on your computer, you can get these databases onto your computer and then query them as you want. You could also just download the tables, but that's going to be a lot of data, and it's not. I assume it won't be as efficient as a SQL database. Old school Atlanta Hawk. Yeah, but it's this. And the cool thing is, if you get Dolt, you can just get the SQL database onto your computer locally. Why is this visualization taking so long? Maybe I'm using up too much memory. App memory is most of it. Oh, because Python. Python's 9 gigs. The live stream, all these other big things. The live stream, I could exit out of PowerPoints that I don't need to, because I have a gajillion PowerPoints pulled up. Oh. What the hell? It did come up. Alright, date. Why is that a feature? That's not what I want. Binary is good, either up or down. Oh no, is this an old? So why don't we have this one? Hector, Camacho Man, Randy Savage, far from average, above standards, quo, flow, so pro, I know. Feature columns. Alright, so let's see. This wasn't taking so long, it's just gave me the plot and I didn't realize. But the problem is we have slope trend, binary target, 5-day. Yeah, now what the fuck is that? So I need to fix that. 5-day target. I guess it's the 5-day future 5 days from now. What's that gonna do for me? The spread and then the spread rank. So for some reason it's not getting those. We could pull, the debugger will be up here. df.keys. So it's not saving that as a key. Oh no, unless it's saving it as liquidity? No. So let's walk through the logic. We're adding spread AR to the feature requests. I think it's calling the FN somewhere. Other requests. if type is not calendar. Now these types aren't going to be calendar. Okay. If other requests, we make a worker. So if custom stat, then we get an out, store and shift. So there's f name equals rec.base call name. No, that should work. Alright, so get the feature request. Spread AR. Good morning. Ooh. So if custom stat, we get function, time period, call the helper function. Good morning. Ooh. Result calls of f name is equal to s. So I can't figure out why it's not saving that into the data frame. Every time that we hit them, good morning, hustlers, let's see if we still living. Get on down. Okay, I could exit out of all of this. Okay. Okay, that should clear up some space. Oh baby, I pick up when you call. Is it a feature or target? Oh, alias is spread. So we should just call this volatility. Volatility, no, liquidity. And devil's advocate is advocating for the devil. It's all just lost, ain't it? Topic of conversation. Okay, I'm hoping this works, because then I just have to basically add functions for the other things. And I'll be done. Liquidity. So zero liquidity. That doesn't make any sense. Cook and roll with the Brooklyn boys. So for one last time, I need y'all to roar. Who the hell? Riddle me that. Where I'm lyrically at. Young H.O. raps Grateful Dead. How's that thing called again? Abdi Ronaldo. Do you want more? Cook and roll with the Brooklyn boys. High plus low divided by 2. Mid-range spread. So maybe it's just really low. Look what I made for you. No, it's just 0. So it's the logic in here. G status appears to be at an all-time high. I came, I saw, I conquered. So rolling spread. Is more than I can take. high plus low. So the average log of the average all right, we're gonna have to go to their paper, aka homie. Dr. Dre is the name. CT, so close minus N is the daily mid-range. That is the average of daily high and low log prices. So log eta. Isn't that new? New. Yeah. So why does it call it eta? So close minus mean of the subsequent day. I don't understand that. Mean of the subsequent day. How does that make any sense? Why would I use that? No, it doesn't. Paper doesn't give the average of the logs. Oh, it does. One might use low frequency bid-ask spread measures instead of the more sophisticated high frequency measures. Oh. So today is t plus 1, yesterday is t. Okay, now why is date added here? Feature calls. Okay, now let's run this again. Where the hell is the plot? On all prior advice and forewarning, and we mighty full of ourselves all of a sudden. Aren't we? Okay, so I need to add the Sharpe ratio, ranking targets. That we have. So I still have liquidity, but I don't know if it's calculating right. It's not enough. Got that. Got that. This is all a repeat. Bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, bum. Dollar volume we have. I'll just say features here, and it won't be a repeat. Mustard. Oh, damn, wrong thing. Turn this TV off, turn this TV off. Crazy, scary, spooky, hilarious, crazy, scary. All right, come on, hurry up. Need different music. Up front, Acon. All right, so let's see. No, why does it keep doing that? But more, much more than this. Like they almost white. All right. I've traveled each and every highway. Yeah, much more than this. I did it my way. All right, come on. You and me, you were gay. Did he got his feelings hurt? Nah. So I find it hard to believe. Oh, the 20-day. So what's that mean if I'm getting the 20-day spread? Yeah, much more than this. I go my way, shy way, this way or the highway. Buddy wants out. I'm gonna grab my Gatorade while I'm at it. That's a little more pleasant. I don't know where I put my Gatorade. Alright, so why would the liquidity, 20-day liquidity, let's do 1-day liquidity instead. Liquidity. Then let's put a test up at the top. Spread. Hey, Beast Soul. No, I need to make, yeah, there are so many streams. My idea was to do updates on the progress as I go. As a video, but I'm kind of lazy and making videos is really no fun for me. Streaming's easy because you could just turn it on, but yeah, I'll make a playlist. And then, yeah, I have playlists for other stuff, so I just need to be on top of it, so good idea. I'll put that on my to-dos. However, if you want the code to the point that I've updated it, because I'm kind of in the weeds right now. I don't want to keep updating because I'm just going to keep adding and changing files. But you can go to the GitHub in the link in the description. Whoa. Are you kidding me? They added a... Everything has an AI damn chatbot now. Anyway, you can go to... hey, cool, I got more... oh, you already started it, Beast Soul. Yeah, well, anyway. Here it is. You already found it. This is cool. I'm up to 4 stars. I think it's the most stars I've gotten. Tied for the most stars I have on a repository. So that's good. That'll help me out getting coding jobs and freelance gigs. Alright, so we want to add the feature. Then let's put it into the feature engine. Anyway, I'm going to be updating the GitHub, but I have to get out of the weeds with this feature stuff. La da 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 da. It's the motherfucking DRE, Dr. Dre, motherfucker. DOGG, CPT. My earphones cut out for a sec. Oh, you're an AI engineer. Oh, Gem Channel, thanks. That's a nice compliment. No, I don't have any recommendations in terms of books, but people have given me recommendations, but I haven't read any of them. I wrote them down somewhere. Oh, here are some books. You should join the what the hell's that called? Whatever that thing is called, Discord. The idea is in there to talk about stuff in there. Yeah, so join that, and then people could put books in there and whatnot. Yeah, I don't know. I have a whole bunch of books written down, but I haven't read any of them, so I can't really recommend any. Once I find them, or once I read them, then I could maybe recommend them. What is an AI engineer? Does that mean you train models, or what does an AI engineer do? Seems like a good job to be in. Did you see that thing that was they estimate 50% of white collar jobs are going to be eliminated in the next 1 to 5 years? Oh, don't need that. And I say good riddance. Let it all burn. Let all the white collar jobs burn. I worked in a white collar setting for a little bit, and nobody does anything. They just like to play dress up. It's like high school. So I don't need to do any of this crap. Once I compute the features... Oh, I have to pass in the data frame. And then I want to get the Apple data. Whoa, you train AI models from the ground up. How do you even get that job? You study computer science? And what do you train them on? In my head, they're all trained. Oh, AI models. I guess an AI model could be anything. What sorts of AI models? Language models or other stuff? Do I have matplotlib in the top? And what do you use? Do you use Python? This stuff is so abstract to me. I don't have a feel for it. I only have a feel for like basic AI models. Anything that gets really big, like once they get into transformers, that's when I got lost, when those became a big deal. I understand neural networks. Basic neural networks. What's that one called? Multi-layer perceptron. That sort of stuff makes sense. Anything beyond that is confusing. You're from India? I work with a bunch of Indians. Hello from India. Do you live in India? Or you're from India and you don't live there anymore? India sounds cool. The cost of living's so cheap. My coworker says if he loses his job, he's going to move back to India and he could live on like $400 a month. But he has a house that's already paid off in India, so. Anyway, I want to visit India sometime. What are the cool places to go? Oh yeah, I want to see if I have matplotlib. Wait, yeah. How do you train an AI model from the ground up though? Do you use Python? Okay, then we could just do fig equals fog. One row, one column. Price X. I've worked on all sorts of AI models. I train with Python, ML, basic DL. DL, what is that? Oh, deep learning, neural net stuffs, whatever it is there. ANN, CNN, RNN. I also create LLMs from scratch. Oh, I don't have any knowledge. No, I just looking up what features are important. What features, like literally AI. What features do I need? What features are important? And this is just 2 months of looking at stuff. The live streams really just help me get a lot done because if I sit down by myself to work on a project, I don't do anything. But if I sit down and it's a live stream, I feel like an idiot if I sit and don't do anything. Live streams are great for me. I have a really hard time finishing projects, so it just forces me to do something. Price X dot plot. Subdf dot date. Sub underdogs on top. And I'm gonna shine homie until my hot stop. Go ahead, envy me. I'm Raps MVP. Oh. I don't know what the key will look like. Liquidity key is equal to sub df key for key in sub df dot keys if f in key dot split on the underscore. Salary is all. Yeah, I know. That's what he was saying. What your salary in U.S. dollars? All right. Let me think. I think my coworker says the real stat I remember is he says that a Starbucks coffee costs the same there, but from your salary it costs. If you compare it to your salary, it'd be like if it was $25 here. So it's like 1/5 the salary. AI engineer in the US would make like, I don't know, 160K or something. So like Boop, 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 boo. How do I calculate that? Like $45,000? No. My career is all in physics. But I didn't do a PhD or anything, so I work in a laser lab right now doing basically plasma experiments. And I'm responsible for running the lasers, setting up diagnostics and stuff. That's what I really like is physics. And my idea is do this to make money on the side. And I don't make any money, but the goal is to get in with a few. You might make more than me even with the India adjustment. Oh, you have 4 years of experience. All right, that's my guess is 45,000. Yeah.
Can I take Buddy?
Yeah, sure. Buddy.
He's out here.
Oh.
He came and told me he wanted to go.
Okay, have fun.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's my educated guess based on the 1/5 estimate. I'm saying AI engineer here makes. Wait, 1/5? Oh no, it's probably even less. Yeah, I'll round up a little bit. 45,000. Yeah, oh, my prediction's not even close. Really? 45K isn't close? Is it too high or too low? If it's too high, that's insane. But India is, a unique place. You guys have what, 1.5 billion people? Well, I don't know. What prediction should I make? All right, subdf dot liquidity key should be the 0th entry. Subdf of liquidity key 12,000. Holy smokes, that's crazy. That's crazy. I don't think you would even get taxed here. Do you work for an Indian company or like an international company? What do they call that? Multinationals? Do you work for an India company or a multinational? 12,000. So how much does it cost for rent? Oh, we don't need a label. We could just say color is equal to, I'll make it lime. And then, oh no. So this should be on feature X. Then we could do price X dot plot sub df dot date and sub df dot close, and then color should be magenta. Wow, top 7%. But there are a lot of people in India who are just like farmers, right? Isn't India like they still have a lot of, what do you call that? It's a agrarian economy, big agrarian stuff. I mean, stuff that happens in other countries you can't even apply to India because 1.5 billion people. That's what, 1/5 of the world population, 1/6. Whoa, really? 170 for rent? Wow, so that's like nothing. So you got 12K extra US. So you must be considered wealthy, no? And 170 for rent for what? What do you get? A room, a studio, a nice apartment, house? What do you have? What do you get for 170? Yeah, so if you're into tech, if you're in the tech sector, I mean, if you're a farmer, you don't make really any money, right? You make enough money to live. But that's why India is the next great superpower. Because that makes the economy strong. If you guys get sanctioned, everyone goes, whatever. We'll still grow our crops. If we get sanctioned, if America falls, if the dollar falls and we get sanctioned, it's a wrap. All right, let's take this guy off. They only want to do you dirt. Sub DF is not defined. Oh. Think it's clever. Beautiful girl. Wait, let's see. 1,700 per year, 1 BHK, 1 bedroom, 1 kitchen, 1 living room. That's not bad. That's all you need, right? Bedroom, kitchen, living room, and if there's separate rooms, it's not a studio. Whoa, you have 9,500 subs? That's pretty crazy. That's a pretty successful YouTube channel, I would say. I have 250 or something like that. That's crazy. Is your channel monetized? I'll follow you. Subscribe. Go to channel. Okay, I just subscribed. You're taking courses in YouTube. Oh, they're free in YouTube. That's a different channel. What's that channel called? Tell me what it's called. I'll go subscribe. Oh, it's probably in your native language. Oh, you live with your parents, so you don't pay any rent, right? Or do they make you pay rent? All the Indians I work with say, "Oh, America is very weird. They kick your parents kick you out." I live with my parents too, though. It's a lot cheaper. In San Diego, if you want to live in San Diego, I'm looking at places, and to get no kitchen, you get a room with a bathroom, and it's in a shitty place, and it's $1,500 a month. So key for key. So shift -1 should call it feature. Okay, so first let's print sub df.keys. Yeah, that's what everyone. Are your parents old? Neural hacks with Vasanth.
We're back.
Hey, buddy. Wow, that's impressive. 9,500 subscribers. That's crazy. Let's see. How many views do you get? Wow, thousands of views. What is rag? Wow, 17,000 is impressive. My ex-girlfriend had a YouTube channel. Oh, nice. It's in English? Good. I don't have to just subscribe and never watch. India has like a gajillion dialects, right? Okay. um, ELY label. Okay, let's see what the keys look like. Need some music to listen to. Okay, so let's see what the keys look like. What's that? Test is on, yeah. Did I save? Even Indians don't know. Well, that's deep. Retrieval augmented generation. That's deep into the AI stuff. Data count symbol, low, high, low, close volume. Okay, why didn't it get added? Oh, it returns the data frame. Yeah, exactly. That's what. Well, that's my whole philosophy. I think if I'm doing a stream and I sit and do nothing, I feel like an idiot. It makes me do stuff. And people tune in, but not that many. So, maybe someday. The idea is, I like streams because it's really aligned. And so if I could get some really good code working and then some models that work, I'll get viewers and then people will want to use it for themselves. Um, and then my GitHub profile will look better. So, even if it's not successful as a channel, it should help my GitHub profile. At least more so than if I just do it, isolated by myself. So I still don't get why the liquidity drops to 0. Let's add legends. For acts. So I guess I'll do feature acts dot set y label. What's this called again? Abdi Ronaldo. You could say price acts dot label legend loc equals top right. I think it's top dash right. And then feature acts dot legend loc is equal top left, and then fig. I'll just do price acts dot set title. AR liquidity plus price. Let's say on Apple 252 over past year. I'm looking to do the same for my quant preparation. I'm preparing. Yeah, quant seems like it's a really good way to make money. You know, both for having your own strategies, and quants make a gajillion dollars. Yeah, and then I assume if you work as a quant, you could just take your strategies home and implement them on your personal computer and make a lot of money that way. I just view it as a way of making money easily. Top right. Oh. Upper right. Upper left. Consider making your GitHub a code. Yes, well, that's what I'm trying to do. The GitHub code's a total mess right now, but that's because it's from this stuff, and so there's a gajillion files. And so I'm not really currently updating the GitHub code because there's so much stuff in here. But once this is done, I'll get it down to, I basically need these two files for the model. And then there's like a couple more files for getting the tests. My dog wants out. Or no, a couple more files for getting and cleaning the data. And so once I finish with this segment of it, I'll have basically, you know, 4 files, and I'll be able to clean everything up. And then, yeah, and then once I get it to the point where I can iterate on models, then it will be clean. The GitHub is a big mess right now. I agree. Oh, post it in LinkedIn. Oh, great. That's a great idea. So good, I'm even going to write it down. That's a great idea. Touch the sky. Yeah, anyway, all that to say, I know the code's a mess. It's a god awful mess. Alright, now let's look at what this looks like. What? Jeez, that's crazy. How'd you get so many followers? Oh, from your YouTube, or probably YouTube helps you get LinkedIn followers. I have a ton of connections. When I was in college, I just sent connections to random people. And my whole goal is, like, you know how if you have over 500 connections, it just says over 500? I thought that would look good, so I just sent a bunch of connections to random people. But I don't use GitHub, or not GitHub, I don't use LinkedIn like I should. Because I never connect with people I know from work. Wow, nice. I've had 2 freelance coding gigs, but both doing physics stuff, but neither of them were very fun. Oh, I need to add labels here. Freelance coding gigs are fun though, because you get randomly a new project. Wow, nice. Yeah, I never make LinkedIn posts. Again, I should be active on that. It'll probably help me get fusion jobs if I. That's a good. I just need to do that. Get more active on LinkedIn. Really, I don't do it because I'm scared of people. Alright, so good. Finally, we have a plot. Where'd the, Man, that's just so cool. I got more stars on this. Very exciting. Um... I like physics papers because there's always a bunch of graphs. You could get the idea from the graphs. Here's a graph. I mean, that's very basic. Holy shit, this is a huge paper. That's why I like physics, because you get rooted in something. The number stuff I get lost on. I like math, but I'm not that much of a math guy. So the spreads are small. Let's see what this says. Price trend or volatility overwhelmed it. So what if we use something less liquid? Yeah, thanks for the compliment. I have talent. It's true, no exposure to the world. And it's amazing how much the exposure matters. Because there's, well, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, thanks. I don't really have deep knowledge. Really, my deep knowledge is just from talking to the AI. I wouldn't call it deep knowledge, though. I think all we can do is just think. Actively think is all we can do. My eyes are getting dry. Probably because I've had too much caffeine. Oh, yeah, so if I do it on forward. Come on. So this, hypothetically, if the reason is the high volatility and stuff and volume, um, good, so that's a lot noisier. Yeah, that looks good. Big spike in liquidity. I think that's right after. So here's the crash, the tariff crash, and then so yeah, basically following the tariff crash, there's a big spike in liquidity. That looks good. Abdi Ronaldo proxy for liquidity. It seems to work. Notice how liquidity spikes following the tariff crash. Okay, so that's going to be it for today. After this, I'm going to keep calculating more features, and I'm getting there. So green features are ones that have been calculated. not highlighted are ones that I have yet to calculate. So the goal is to make this whole thing green, and then I'll be done with the feature and target classes. I can build up the returns model. Build up the portfolio model will be next, and then clean up the repository, and I'll have everything in a few files. It'll be really flexible and useful. So anyway, thanks for watching. Do I have anything else? Join the Discord if you thought this was interesting. Subscribe if you thought this was interesting. Go to the GitHub if you thought this was interesting. And that's it. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day. Adios. Build up the portfolio model will be next, and then clean up the repository, and I'll have everything in a few files. It'll be really flexible and useful. So anyway, thanks for watching.